Hold it, fellas. That don't move me. Let's get real going for a change.
It's time to get real gone on the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour. Here's your host, James Riley.
This is Jammin' James Riley on your favorite hour for great music and interviews. It's the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour. Now, coming up on this episode, we get part 3 of our talk with neo-rockabilly legend Levi Dexter as part of our Levi In July series.
I said, when this record comes out, I want it to be as good 80 years from now as today, because when I'm dead and gone, some 15-year-old kid drops a needle on that record, it'll be a life changer.
Much more from Levi, and of course some great tunes of his coming up later in the show. Plus we hear from Jay Malano, Marti, Brom, the Blue Cats, and that's just getting us started. Let's kick it off with another track from the upcoming Lanark Records release from Linda Gail Lewis called Hard Rockin' Woman. It's a cover of a tune her brother made famous as well. Rockin' My Life Away on the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour.
It's a one-way ticket on a one-way train. Need Burnett again and again. Burnett, give a little more Burnett, Burnett, Burnett. Lonesome train, are you going my way? I gotta have Burnett to keep the blues away. Well, I need China B to make things right. Rock their blue back in my life, Burnett. I give a little more Burnett, 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 Burnett. Lonesome soul. back in my life. Oh, one-way ticket on a one-way train. Waiting at the station again. Burnett, I keep believing them all. Burnett.
Hey, this is Billy Burnette, and here's one of my favorite tunes on the Rockabilly and Blues Radio Hour with my friend James Riley.
Well, I thought I was a bad boy, chasing everything in sight. I didn't come alive till the sun went down at night. I thought I'd been everywhere, done everything I meant to do. But I didn't start living till I started loving you. Well, I've been to Rome, Georgia, Paris, Tennessee. Well, I couldn't be tied down, nothing had a hold on me. I was beginning to believe I was one of the chosen few. But I didn't start living till I started loving you. You gave my life a whole new meaning, more than it ever had before. Since you've been my sweet angel, we're knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, baby. I thought I'd be all night, but I was never gonna let it be. I thought that living on the edge would always be my destiny. I thought I'd been everywhere, done everything I meant to do. But I didn't start living till I started loving you. Yeah, I didn't start living till I started loving you. Yeah, I didn't start living till I started loving you. Yeah.
It's Mr. Billy Burnette with Didn't Start Livin' from his Are You With Me album. It's a tune Daryl Hyam also covered. Now, both Billy and Daryl are working on brand new projects, and we'll be sure to bring you those tunes when they're ready for public consumption. The Blue Cats were before Billy with the appropriately titled song Burnett. Now, they make references to great tunes made famous by Billy's dad, Dorsey, and his uncle, Johnny, from the Rock and Roll Trio. Now, hey, don't forget about the Ink and Iron Festival coming to Nashville, Tennessee, August the 6th through the 9th. Wanda Jackson, Reverend Horton Heat, Merle Haggard, Linda Gail Lewis, who we heard from earlier, and so many others will be there. Ink-in-iron.com. That's ink-in-iron.com is the place to go for all the info. Now it's time to get back into our chat with neo-rockabilly legend Levi Dexter.
We'll fast forward and then we'll go back a little bit here, but just recently you reunited with Rockats for a special show at Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, we had about 7-8 years ago, I guess, I'm not sure the exact date, at the Green Bay Rockin' Fest. On the third one, there was only 3 of them. On the third one, they said, can you do Levi The Rockats? And it was pretty tough and I was like, ooh, I haven't played with these guys for 20 or nearly 30 years, and I just don't know, you know what I mean? And it wasn't an ego thing, it was really just like, we all live in different places, and to just mush it together and walk on stage again, it could be great, and then again, I don't know. And that show assured me that doing it with Smuddy, with Dibbs, we had Dean, the original drummer, and then we didn't have Guy Hemmer, but we had Danny Harvey, who, apart from being in the Ripcords with me until 81, then afterwards he left, kind of defected, I call it. He left the Ripcords and joined the Rockats.
Yeah.
So technically he was a Rockat as well. So, but solid, exactly like it was. When I play with those guys, we hardly have to rehearse. It's exactly the same energy, the same system on stage. Like a lot of bands everybody will stay on their little X on the floor and not really move much. And we were an action band. When we start, everybody's moving around a lot. If I step back or I go off dancing and doing my bop in the solo, Smuddy will get right into the middle on where I was and do his thing, and then he'll slide out as I come back to the microphone. And this whole thing is not written out or planned. It's just how we always did it.
Yeah.
It happened again. And then we thought that would be it. And then Tom Ingram talked to us and said, like, what would it take to get Levi and the Rockats, but not the Anglo-American version, like 78 onward, but the original. And the original Levi and the Rockats were all English. We hadn't come to America. So when we went to America, we picked up Dean and Guy, and we became this sort of 3 English guys and 2 Americans. But he said, what would it take to get the original 1977 Levi and the Rockats together with Mick Barry, who we hadn't played together since 78.
Wow.
You know, so it's like 38 years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had hooked up with him and gone out for a drink and chat and that, and said, you know, if it ever comes, we'll do it. And sure enough, the next year, we got asked to do it. Now, Don Devereaux, the original drummer, he had died, sadly, a couple of years before that.
Yeah.
We got Mike LaRocca from New York, who was just a blinder. He was an amazing, solid drummer. And so with him keeping the beat solid, it was a treat. It really was. You know, I wasn't stressed about it. I don't think anybody else was. We just said we just go on and do what we do. And it was like, it felt like 78, 79. Yeah. And it was a thrill. You know, again, there are bands that are better pickers and better and tighter because they play all the time. But Levi and the Rockats is all about spirit and energy and doing the best with what we've got. There's something about the energy when we all get together. So we said, let's give it to him in Vegas. And it went down really well. It was a great show.
That's very cool.
Well, come on, friends, and let me tell you about a brand new boogie. You gotta learn to do it. It's called the Oakie Boogie. Yeah, Oakie style. Man, I mean Oakie Boogie. It nearly drives you wild. Well, once you get started, it's hard to stop. If you don't watch out, you're gonna blow the top when you do the Oakie Boogie. Yeah, Oakie style. Man, I mean Oakie Boogie. It nearly drives you wild. Drive me wild now. Well, 2 old men stood shaking their heads. One turned around to the other and said, let's do the Oakie Boogie. Yeah, Oakie style. Oakie Boogie, it nearly drives you wild. Well, old grandma don't bust a crutch. She tried to boogie-woogie just a little too much. Well, she tried to overdo it, Oklahoma style. Man, I mean Oakie Boogie, it nearly drives you wild. Wow, baby. So let me tell you about a brand new boogie. You gotta learn to do it. It's called the Oakie Boogie. Yeah, Oakie style. Man, I mean Oakie Boogie. It nearly drives you wild. Well, it's a Oakie Boogie. Oakie Boogie, baby. Oakie Boogie. Oakie Boogie. Yeah, I mean Oakie Boogie. It nearly drives you wild. Well, it's a Oakie